Welcome back, folks. This is just going to be a talking head video. I didn't put out my week 6 recap last week, and I'm finished week 7 now. Going into week 8, December 21st, I finished week 7. So I'm going to do a collaboration and combination of week 6 and week 7 and just go through my weeks. So Tuesday, December 9th, Monday was obviously a rest day, so I did a mile walk because my long runs are on Sunday. So Tuesday, December 9th, I did an 8-kilometer easy run, 6:15 pace, 50 minutes, 13 seconds. Felt really good. I skipped Wednesday's strength and conditioning. I was just not feeling it that day, so didn't end up doing it. Thursday, I did a tempo run, which was a 1.5 kilometer warm up at a conversational pace, 5 kilometers at 5:25 a kilometer, times a bunch with a 150-second walking rest, and then a 1 kilometer cool down. So my paces were 1 kilometer, the warm up was 6:21 and 6:08, and then the 5 kilometers I'm not really quite sure. I can't really understand it, but the tempo was 5 kilometers and it felt pretty good at that pace. Friday, I did a 4.5 kilometer easy run. Again, super simple. Took it easy. 6:21 a kilometer, 29 minutes, 3 seconds for 4:05. 4.5 kilometers. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. It's getting late here while I'm recording. And I'm a little tired today, as yesterday I had a very long run, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Saturday, December 13th, I did strength supersets. This one consisted of a bunch of superset workouts. And then on Sunday, December 14th, I did my 14-kilometer long run. That one was my longest run to date as of then. And I'll talk about coming up what was even longer. But my 14-kilometer long run was 6:18 a kilometer. Took me an hour and 28 minutes and 24 seconds for 14 kilometers on the button. So that was Sunday. Monday, again, a rest day, December 15th, because of the long run on Sunday. Tuesday, I went right into my 7-kilometer easy run, 7 kilometers at a 6:26 pace, 48 minutes, 7 seconds. I decided on Wednesday, I was supposed to do strength and conditioning on Wednesday. I decided to switch that up. And on Wednesday, I did an 8-kilometer easy run because I saw on Thursday it was supposed to downpour and be very, very gross out. Well, Wednesday, it wasn't the grossest. Had a pretty good easy run. 6 minutes, 22 seconds a kilometer. 51 minutes, 19 seconds was the time for 8 kilometers for my easy run. I ended up skipping the lower body session on Thursday. Wasn't feeling it again. Friday, I did a 6.5-kilometer easy run. 6:15 kilometer was the pace. 40 minutes, 51 seconds, 6.53 kilometers was what I ran. Saturday, endurance supersets. Again, I skipped both my strength and conditioning sessions this week, unfortunately. I just wasn't feeling like getting into the garage and doing these workouts for some reason. But again, the strength and conditioning has made the body feel good in terms of keeping up the strength of the legs around the knees, especially. So I will be pushing it. And then yesterday, Sunday, December 21st, I did a 6-kilometer race practice long run. Average pace was 6 minutes, 7 seconds a kilometer. I did it in an hour, 38 minutes, and 6 seconds. And this one was a doozy. 3 kilometers at a conversational pace, 3 kilometers at 6 minutes and 20 seconds a kilometer, 7.5 kilometers at 5 minutes and 45 seconds a kilometer, which Runna says is my target half marathon pace, and then 2.5 kilometers at a conversational pace. If I head on over to Strava and I look at my activity, my paces for this were crazy. Much faster than I might say my prediction is. So if I go through my paces, again, the first 3 kilometers, 6:50, 7:02, 6:53. So for the 3 kilometers at conversational pace, cool. The next 3 kilometers, 6:29, 6:20, 6:10. For the 6:20 pace, And then going in to that 7.5 kilometers at 5:45, my paces were 5:28, 5:07, 5:13, 5:04, 5:13, 5:03, 5:22, and 5:30. And then I did the conversational pace at 6:52, 7:02, and then 0.3 at or 0.5 at 6:23. So, wow, if I can hit those for the half marathon, my time will be pretty damn good. So week 6, week 7 complete, heading on into week 8. It's sort of a deload week, so shorter kilometers, but I'm feeling good. 16 kilometers at a practice run. I think I can easily do 21 some odd kilometers for a half marathon. So let me know if you guys are doing a run a program, if you're training for anything. Let me know how it's going in the comment section below. Make sure you don't forget to like, subscribe, and again, comment down below if you guys are doing a plan yourself. See you guys next week.